How is it going? Hope everyone's doing well, and thank you for tuning in this video. Today I'm here with my pay-per-view predictions for the horror show at WWE Extreme Rules 2020. Of course, the horror show Extreme Rules takes place on the WWE Network as well as pay-per-view. And going into this event, to me, it's just another WWE PC show. There's one or two matches of interest. Besides that, everything else is kind of like a Raw or SmackDown quality match. I don't know, nothing is significant going on here. Obviously, WWE tried to add a tagline to the show like they've done the last. I think they've actually done it for every PC show. Obviously, WrestleMania was too big for one night. Money in the Bank was the risk was worth the reward. The corporate ladder, whatever. They had like 4 taglines for that show, I swear. Backlash obviously was the greatest wrestling match ever. Then of course, Extreme Rules is the horror show. So WWE just loves adding these taglines to these PC shows to make them seem significant, but in reality, they're really not. Like I said, there's maybe a match or two of interest. Besides that, nothing really much more to talk about on this card. Like I said, just TV quality stuff for the most part. 7 matches announced for this card. Obviously, we'll be having a cinematic match. Braun Strowman taking on Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt returning back to his old, original Bray Wyatt gimmick, from like 2013, 2014 Bray Wyatt. They'll be having a Wyatt swamp fight, so not really too sure how that's going to fare, but obviously it's going to be a cinematic match, so that'll be fun to watch, to say the least. Drew McIntyre will be defending his WWE Championship against Dolph Ziggler, with Dolph Ziggler having the right to pick the stipulation for the match. All I can pray for is the stipulation isn't something stupid. It probably will be, considering it's Dolph Ziggler. Anything Dolph Ziggler related in 2020 isn't good by any means. Just a filler title defense for Drew McIntyre, so I don't know. Like I said, I just hope the stipulation isn't bad, but it probably will be. It'll probably be a letdown, given that anything that's a surprise in WWE is usually a letdown for the most part anyway. So, yeah, Ziggler picking stipulation, not expecting anything good. Yeah, is what it is. And then obviously we'll be having Rey Mysterio taking on Seth Rollins, with the stipulation being eye for an eye. The only way to win the match is to literally tear your opponent's eye out. Obviously, they're probably going to do some CGI crap to do it, but I don't know why they're making this literally an eye for an eye. I don't know how it's going to be beneficial for anyone. How are you going to play one of them having an eye out unless they're literally going to write one of them off, or literally going to have one of them wear an eye patch for the rest of their wrestling career? I don't know. I think it's pretty ridiculous to do an eye for an eye stipulation. I mean, it makes sense, but to actually be literally eye for an eye, I don't know. Obviously, it's Extreme Rules. It's called the horror show, so you got to add that horror element to it, I guess. But I don't know. I think it's a little ridiculous to do literally eye for an eye. But yeah, that is Extreme Rules. Without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and jump right into my predictions as well as the full card. SmackDown Women's Championship Match. SmackDown Women's Champion and WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Bayley versus Nikki Cross. I think Bayley walks out of this match still the SmackDown Women's Champion. I think Nikki Cross is more of a filler opponent for Bayley. They've had several matches in the past, especially last year, so I kind of don't care to see them in the ring again. But the match will be fine, but Bayley to walk out still the SmackDown Women's Champion. United States Championship Match. United States Champion Apollo Crews versus MVP. Apollo Crews will walk out still United States Champion. I think MVP is kind of more of a stand-in for Bobby Lashley. I think Lashley versus Crews would be a good U.S. title match at SummerSlam, but Crews and MVP should be fine, but Crews will walk out still the United States Champion. Tables match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. SmackDown Tag Team Champions The New Day versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro. I think Nakamura and Cesaro should walk out the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, so they're my pick. New Day, whenever they're Tag Team Champions, they literally just hold them just to hold them. So I think Cesaro and Nakamura walking out the Tag Team Champions would definitely be beneficial to them and for the Tag Team titles as well. So yeah, should be a fun match, but Nakamura and Cesaro to walk out the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Eye for an eye match, Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. I'm going to go ahead and say Seth Rollins wins here. I don't know how the hell they're going to pull someone's eye out, but it's going to be Rey Mysterio's. I mean, he already has a mask that has an eye patch over it, so why not just run with it? It makes sense. It doesn't make any sense at all for Seth Rollins to have his eye pulled out, and it makes all sense in the world for Rey Mysterio to be the one to get his eye pulled out. So hopefully the match is fine. I don't know how it's going to go with the stipulation and everything, but it should be interesting nonetheless. But like I said, Seth Rollins to walk out the victor in this match. Raw Women's Championship Match. Raw Women's Champion Asuka versus WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Sasha Banks. Should be a great match, but Asuka definitely to walk out still the Raw Women's Champion. Sasha Banks is on SmackDown, so it doesn't make any sense for her to win the Raw Women's title, especially considering her and Bayley will probably have a match at SummerSlam for the title, or at some point they'll have a match, so they'll continue that. But should be a great match, but Asuka to walk out still the Raw Women's Champion. WWE Championship Match, WWE Champion Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler. Obviously, Dolph Ziggler would choose stipulation, but honestly, it doesn't matter. Dolph Ziggler has no chance in hell at winning this match, so I think it'll be an easy, successful title defense for Drew McIntyre. I think he'll dominate Ziggler and pretty much destroy him, hopefully in a short match, honestly. But yeah, nonetheless, definitely my pick to walk out of this match still the WWE Champion being Drew McIntyre. And then the main event, a Wyatt Swamp fight, Universal Champion Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt. I'm going to go ahead and say Braun Strowman wins here. I don't know. I could see Bray Wyatt getting the win to set up The Fiend facing Braun Strowman. But either way, I think it'll be a setup for The Fiend to take on Braun Strowman at some point. Hopefully it's a fun match. Honestly, I'm not really too entirely sure what to expect. But I think it'll be fun. It'll be a cinematic match, so it'll be interesting to watch no matter what. But like I said, I think Braun Strowman walks out of the Wyatt Swamp fight the winner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed my pay-per-view predictions for the Horror Show at WWE Extreme Rules 2020. Like I said, the Horror Show at Extreme Rules takes place on the WWE Network as well as pay-per-view tomorrow night. Not really looking forward to it. Like I said, it's just another WWE PC show to me, so it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please feel free to leave a like below. And of course, on my review for the Horror Show at Extreme Rules. I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching the video.